Hello everyone, and welcome to Angelo from the 416. That is my new name that I'm going by, and welcome to my T.O.rture Walks, T.O.rture Walks, Torture Walks. I'm Angelo, as you know, and I'm undergoing a bit of I guess you can call it a rebranding, a bit of a channel change, a bit of a focus. In fact, today I just launched my brand new YouTube channel, Dr. T, the Gamer PhD, and I will be holding a live streaming, or not live streaming, I will be premiering and live premiering or live watching my first video, which is a reaction video for Heated Rivalry, the first episode, Rookies. And I have a couple of hours until then, and I thought I would go for a walk, and since I haven't done a live stream in a while, I thought I would live stream and see who's out there and get to talking. So I can see that no one is here right now. That's okay. I'm starting off in my general neighborhood. I ended up at the McDonald's and figured I would start at the McDonald's and just keep on walking. Sorry, just one sec. There we are, I'm back. So yeah, I'll just wait for a few people to join, and I know I need to get better at scheduling these so people know when they're happening, so then that way it's not just, you know, random bursts, people getting messages and then joining and so on and so forth. But yeah, here we are. It's a cold, foggy afternoon. We're approaching early evening, and I'm making my way right now across Cosburn. There seems to be some construction going on here. Hello to the individual that just joined, welcome. I'm walking across Cosburn Avenue. It's foggy here in Toronto, as you can see. It was very rainy, but luckily I was able to stay indoors. This morning, I was busy this morning, getting the new YouTube channel up and running, putting the final touches on the video, making announcements on Instagram, and didn't go to the gym, didn't do any exercise. Been doing, today was a busy work day. So now I'm treating myself to a little bit of a walk before, you know, the live premiere. Hello to the individuals who just joined. Welcome to Angelo in the 416, walking through the 416. So I'm actually in the 416, not just from, but in. How are you guys doing today? Foggy today, and I'm going through an area of construction because construction season's about to start in Toronto, right? Hello to the people that just joined. Welcome to Angelo in the 416 on one of my torture walks, T.O.rture Walks. How's everyone doing today? Just as an FYI, I don't know if you're new, I don't know if you are joining me for the first time, but I actually just launched a brand new YouTube channel today called Dr. T, the Gamer PhD, and I'm hosting a live screening of my first video tonight at 7 p.m. I'm actually splitting my YouTube channel into two. Oh, hello. Emotail. Hi, Emotail. Nice to meet you. Hello, everyone. So yeah, I was busy today getting that new YouTube channel up and running, and for those of you who are subscribers, you might have seen that my current page, the one that you're on right now, has probably seen that it's undergone some changes the last little while. It's complete rehauling, rebranding. You've probably seen some content disappear. A lot of that content is going to move over to the new channel. So this channel, Angelo in the 416, I have 11 subs. Nice! Love from India. Hello! I have a friend who's actually flying to India tonight. He's flying to Delhi. It'll be his second time going to Delhi in like 2 weeks. That's a tiring trip to do, man. Hello, mate. How are you doing? William Steele. I am well, thank you. I'm here in Toronto. I'm in the 416. I'm not just from the 416, but I'm in the 416. I'm walking across Cosburn Avenue. I was just at the McDonald's. One of the few McDonald's in the East End. Now, a couple of them actually shut down, which is really surprising. And I felt like going for a walk, and I'm like, I haven't done a live stream in a couple of days. It's been busy. I've been helping out at my mom's store. I've been doing a lot of work to get the new YouTube channel up and running, to get the live stream that I'm going to be doing for the channel later on tonight at 7 p.m. You know, ready for that. So it's just been a lot of that and not enough time to get out and do things. come to Utrecht, buddy. You know what? I might actually make my way to India in the fall. I want to do a trip through Asia and Southeast Asia. And of course, India is like right over there. I want to go to Goa. I want to go to Mumbai, Bengaluru too. I want to see more of the South. I've only seen the North, so I'd like to see more of the South. So yeah, William Steele, how are you doing today? How's everyone doing today? Here in Toronto, it's actually it's cool. I live in England, in a town called Wellesley. So where is Wellesley? So I know England relatively well. I've only visited London, but I know, you know, the Midlands, Liverpool, Newcastle upon Thames, Birmingham, etc. I'm not going to list every single city. Also come to Utrecht, please. Is that in the north or is that the south? Emo. Hello to everyone that just joined. This is Angelo from the 416, but actually in the 416. I'm walking currently over on Cosburn Avenue. I just went to the McDonald's and paid the Cosburn. And just to give you a panorama, it's just a residential neighborhood. But I was craving McDonald's because I worked really hard today and I wanted to treat myself. Hello, MEK. Oh, hello. Hi, Mike. How's it going? Look at that. One of my friends actually joined. MEK85. Okay, so everyone, if anyone here likes punk rock music, and I mean like indie punk rock music like NoFX and a bunch of other bands I've never even heard of, you should follow and go to my friend MEK85's YouTube channel. He takes live videos of all these concerts that he goes to. Really niche, you know, videos that you're not going to find anywhere else. So if you want some really interesting like indie music content, go check out his channel. It's really great. Again, not necessarily my cup of tea in terms of the music, but it might be yours, so go check him out. How are you? I will sub. Hello, everyone. I'm doing well, so just so you know, I'm walking across Cosburn Avenue. Just went to the McDonald's to get a treat, and I needed to go for a walk because I was really busy this week, and in particular this morning, getting my new YouTube channel set up and preparing for the premiere video that's happening tonight at 7 p.m. And I need to take myself out for a walk, like almost like a dog, you know what I mean? You gotta get out, get your steps in. It's death metal. Sorry, MEK. Sorry, MEK. MEK85. It's death metal music. Screamo. It's lots of screaming. Lots of screaming white guys. Sorry, I don't mean to be dismissive of your music as I try to give you a shout out too. Sorry guys, I don't have my glasses on. Shingibe. I apologize if I'm misreading your names. And also, just as an FYI, can I tell you a joke? I mean, sure, William, why not? But just so everyone knows, I actually bought a brand new phone, and I also bought brand new microphones. I just haven't had time to set either of them up because the microphones, unfortunately, do not work with my current 5-year-old iPhone. So I'm currently using an iPhone SE2. But I just bought an iPhone 17e, brand new, state-of-the-art, just came out like 2 weeks ago. And, oh, that's weird. And yeah, I'm gonna get the new phone set up this weekend so I can use the new microphones. So this will be the last time you'll be seeing images of this low quality, and the sound will be a lot clearer and a lot more like sound and noise proofed and noise reduced. So yeah, this is the last like lo-fi video that I plan on making. I'm gonna do my best to come to India. Okay, the joke is, what is green and smells like pork? Oh Lord, this is a family channel, sir. It's a family channel, so hopefully it's a PG-13 joke, but go ahead, I'm curious. Chingiv, what? What? Oh, you're responding to the joke. Yeah, now I need to know too. Kermit the Frog's fingers. Oh my. What's green and smells like? I mean, I guess that's PG-13. I guess we can let that slide. Although I'm gonna have to steal that joke, by the way. I'm gonna have to steal that joke, and I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna steal that joke, FYI. I'm just gonna give everyone a quick panorama. Yeah, I mean, so again, I'm just walking through a residential neighborhood right now. But I'm going to be headed towards, there I am. I'm gonna be heading towards the Danforth, and the Danforth is one of the main artery streets. So if anyone who knows Toronto, the Danforth is what Bloor Street turns into and vice versa. And the Danforth is also home to... Why is my gimbal not centering on me? Hold on one second, everyone. Give me a second. So the Danforth is home to Greektown. There it is. And you know, as someone who's Greek, it just kind of makes sense that I was raised in this area and I've just stayed there ever since. So we're gonna head there. So actually to the east end, so that way is east. It's actually more of like a little Ethiopia, which I'm not gonna go to today. And so we're gonna go through the actual Greek part. It is 8:33 in England. It's only 8:30. What time is it now? 4:30, isn't it? Is it 4:30 or 5? I'm assuming it's around 4:30 here. You guys are only 4 hours ahead of us? Did you not do daylight savings yet or at all? Kermit the Frog's fingers. I mean, I gotta say, you got me. It's pretty funny. What's the weather like in England? I know that this is very like English weather that we got here. Although, you know, Canada gets all the seasons, like, and like all of them like on steroids too. The summer is way too much. 4:34. Okay, it's 4:34. Thanks, MEK85. Okay, I don't know if this car is going, if they see me, but I see them, so I'm just gonna carefully walk by them. Oh, weird question. Are you gay? I mean, yes, I am. Yes, this is a question that seems to come up in almost every single live stream that I do. But yes, I am. What gave it away? Was it my YouTube channel? Was it the way that I talk? I don't think I look particularly gay today. But yes, I am. Is this shocking to you? What is this? Listen, it's not. It's funny just because it actually does come up every time I do a live stream. And trust me, anyone that joins later on, someone will end up asking me too. I promise you. Ugh. Why do people need to have cars that are loud like that? Why? Is it a small penis thing? Like, come on now. Oh, I lost a viewer. Someone was like, no, I don't want to watch this gay. That's okay. Or maybe they came back. I very much need the nice weather. I need the sun. That's what I need. I'm enjoying the milder weather, but this is very much Vancouver weather, and I don't like Vancouver weather. And you know what? I'm actually going to divert down a side street just to avoid the traffic, because I know that I don't have my... I'm gonna go across Mortimer for a bit because I don't have my new microphones up and running. So just to avoid some of the noise pollution, I'm gonna make my way down a side street. Anybody have any fun weekend plans? I have nothing planned as of yet. I haven't even had time to really think about any of that. I want to set up my new iPhone, which everyone's like, oh, are you excited? And I'm like, no, I had to spend like $1,000 on a stupid phone, which is basic. Like, the thing, if you're gonna spend that kind of money on something, you want it to be new. You don't want it to be a replacement of something that you already have and you're using. You know what I mean? And that's not even the end of it. Then Apple Care is like $9 a month. Gotta buy a new case for my phone. And the new iPhones have the new USB-C chargers that I have to replace for all the other, you know, tech that I have. Just never ends. I'm toiling away like a peasant. Oh, I'm sorry, MEK85. I'm sorry about that. I was there yesterday, and I will be there next week. This is me on my time off, on my free time, which I actually enjoy doing. Where are you? But you must be almost done, aren't you? Toiling away like a peasant. You must be almost done. What time is it? You're finished, what, at 5? Some nice new houses. So this area used to be primarily these bungalows, FYI, like here in East York, there used to be these bungalows, and then everyone started buying them and turning them into these 2-3 story McMansions. Oh, you're at home. Okay. I'm out walking myself like a good boy. Gotta get my steps in. I sat at the computer all day today. It's not as cold as I thought it would be. It's not as cold as I thought it would be. I thought it would be a lot colder, but it's kind of damp, but it's still kind of warm, and I'm okay with that. And yeah, I'm walking through an alleyway, which probably isn't the most exciting thing to see, but it'll get more interesting once I hit the Danforth. Unless I hit the main street again. But the main street again, full of cars. I will say the fog is a mood, but the alleyway kind of ended, so I guess I'll make my way back to Dawnlands. Hello to the people that just joined, welcome. This is Angelo in the 416. Actually, technically Angelo from the 416, but I'm actually in the 416, doing an early evening walk. Finished my work day, kinda. Going for a walk, seeing who's online. Was busy today. Launched my brand new YouTube channel, Dr. T, the Gamer PhD. At 7 p.m. tonight, I'm doing a premiere of my first video, which is a reaction video to Heated Rivalry. So if anyone's around, come check it out. Don't know if 7 p.m. is too early or if it's too late. I feel like don't know if it's too early, but we'll see. We'll see who shows up and what people have to say. And if it's too early, maybe I'll do it at 9 p.m. next week. How's everyone's day going? Anyone in Toronto? Anyone somewhere nicer, better weather? It's gray and it's not rainy, but it's like misty. It's just moist. It's just wet everywhere here. Anyone somewhere sunny and dry? I love hearing about people telling me they're like, yeah, I'm in Aruba, Africa, Indonesia. People from all over the world. I'm curious to hear who is experiencing better weather than this, unless this is weather that you like. So if this is your definition of good weather, I respect that too. I used to get into a lot of fights, actually, not fights, but like disagreements with a friend of mine who was from Vancouver. And we used to get into some passionate arguments about what was better, the like dreary kind of like gray rain, the atmosphere, or like the freezing cold snow of winter. And I would almost always pick winter. And of course, like the weather was like a representation for the city as a whole. And I would always make the case that Toronto was better because of our weather, but I could never survive. Like, how can this be your norm? I could never make it happen. Anyone somewhere nicer? And right now, we're not too far from the Danforth. Here, let me show you where we are. So the Danforth is just up over there, where the crosswalk is basically. And the Danforth gets a bit more interesting. So for those of you who aren't from Toronto, the Danforth is Greek town, and we'll be passing by some pretty good Greek establishments that I'll be happy to point out to you. Actually, maybe I'll get something from Square Boys or something. Your weather looks so refreshing. I live in Oman and it's the same version of hot most year round. Okay, so hello and welcome. Yes, I can understand if you live like in the Middle East, in and around like the Saudi, the Arabian Peninsula, that having the same weather must be kind of almost like a Truman Show. Like I remember when I went to visit a friend in San Francisco and I was looking at the weather, because in Canada, what you do, you wake up and you look at the weather, right? Because you never know what you're gonna get. But there I remember turning on the news and looking at the weather, and it was just the same temperature, the same thing every single day. And I'm assuming that's what it's like there, right? Just today is hot and sunny. Probably don't need to look at the weather every day. You're on Dawnlands. I am on Dawnlands. I am on Dawnlands. This is where I am now. Ahopek. Ahopek, how's it like in Oman right now? Besides hot and sunny, I mean. And again, for those of you who just joined, I did buy some new technology that I will be setting up this weekend. So look, you have a better picture and better sound quality to look forward to as I upgrade myself over the weekend. We're gonna pass by a really big school. I'm gonna turn around and show you in a second. It's been here for a long time, and it's big. And I think they redid part of it. It's called Wilkinson. I mean, I do like that the city like still has these old, like really nice looking buildings. I mean, I know that they ruined the parks. They used to have really fun playgrounds here that kids used to love to come and play at, but oh, and there's also a rainbow crosswalk. Just adding these everywhere, which I'm not necessarily against. Missile. It's night, so not bad. Maybe 27 degrees or so. I've never gotten used to Celsius, originally from Portland. Oh, so you're American with the Fahrenheit, gotcha. Are you there for work, or like, is that where family is from and you moved there? I mean, when I worked as a flight attendant, I always wanted to get a flight to Dubai just because it's expensive. And I don't want to like fly all the way. I mean, if I were to go to Dubai, I would also do like, I would do Oman, I would do Qatar. I would hit a bunch of like the Gulf states. There used to be a massive slide at the school's park. I used to love going down, right? It was an amazing playground, and then everyone got all safety focused and they're like, oh, kids might get hurt. Just like, yeah, well, we don't have to bubble wrap kids. But that's a whole different conversation now, you know what I mean? Oh, I have to show you this monstrosity that the city did. This is a whole new subway station addition that they added. They shut this down just to build that elevator over there. It took like 4 or 5 years for a station. Like, this is not a particularly busy station.
I mean, I could.
And I was just gonna let that couple walk by because they kept on walking as fast as me, and I could hear the lady talking in the background and she was irritating me. And that says something given that there's children yelling in the background. I came to teach English. Now I'm just a parent at the moment. Awesome that you were a flight attendant. Well, that's awesome. Do you like Oman? Like, it must have been a culture shock in the beginning to go from Portland, which is very, very like, Portland is its own thing. And I'm walking by a bus. I've been to Portland only once, but I love Portland. It's a vibe, right? Like, great craft beer scene. It's very artsy, you know, keep Portland weird, and it was in the best possible way. But like, was that a culture shock to go from that to this? Like, or that to Oman, I guess I should say. Because I feel like it would be a pretty big culture shock. All right, everyone, so we're actually on the Danforth now. So let me do a little panorama for everyone so you can see what. So if you head further to the east, you can see a really large mosque there. And so there's like a little strip over here that's kind of like almost like a little Pakistan. And then if you pass the little Pakistan and go further, it becomes little Ethiopia. But we're gonna actually head down this way, which is Greektown. Actually, we're gonna pass by a really fun bar that I like here. If you're ever in Toronto, if you wanna find like a fun, funky place on the East End, it's called The Only Cafe, and you'll see exactly what I mean when I show you the sign. Right? The Only Cafe. Like, the sign itself tells you how fun it is, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a cafe, and like, it's also like a hostel up above too, or like a hotel slash hostel. So you have like a cafe, and then like the bar, and again, it's, if it isn't obvious from, you know, the tie-dye coloring. Oh, and actually there's an Only Cafe story. This is, the Only Cafe is like, they have like an addition here. So clearly business is going well for these people, and I'm glad. I'm glad to see smaller businesses like expanding and doing well, that it's not a chain, you know what I mean? There's enough of those. Although, again, I started this walk from McDonald's, so I'm not anti-chain. There can be a balance, right? There's enough room for both. You know, I'm gonna turn this around. Everyone can see. So again, this is like the eastern part of Greek Danforth. It's not as Greek as it used to be. It used to be a lot more Greek, but again, like a lot of Toronto's neighborhoods were built around like ethnicities, and immigrants sort of settlement. Oh, this is a really good pizza place, by the way. Danforth Pizza House, really, really good. Yes, culture shock. Think camels riding in the backs of pickup trucks. Art scene is lacking, but the people are friendly and their government is peaceful. I mean, that's true, right? Like what's going on in the US right now, I mean, is you're somewhere where there's a lot more political stability, which is kind of sad to say, just given, you know, the fact that the US is such a big economy and was at some point the gold standard of democracy, but unfortunately that's not the case anymore. So I can understand that. This is Kawartha Dairy. Hello to everyone that just joined. I'm just on the Danforth here. Okay, so this is one of my favorite places in the world to eat. Square Boy. Let me zoom in on this. Square Boy. The best hamburgers, the best souvlakia. That place has not changed. Like the design, the inside, the outside, it has honestly not changed since the 80s. Like I'm talking about since I was a kid going there, it has still just not changed. It is the exact same place that it was like 30, 40 years ago. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. But this is new. This is new over here. And that's the additional extension to Dawnlands, where again, the complete and total waste of taxpayers' money to create an addition to a subway station that is not in use, you know, in a low density, mostly residential part of the city. But yeah, I mean, don't worry, I'll tell you exactly how I feel about that. It was a ridiculous waste of money. So again, you can see like the intersection of from chains to, you know, a coffee shop that unfortunately went under. We have an Ethiopian restaurant. So again, you can see that, you know, Little Ethiopia has also moved into Greek town. There's a lot more cultural sort of blending that's happening now, just given, you know, the reality of the world, right? But it's still very much sort of like at least marketed as Greek town, because every city needs a little bit of marketing. And, you know, there is the IBA that wants to protect its identity. 1 dry cleaners, 2 dry cleaners, dun dun dun. Also, for those of you who are from Toronto or not, one of the things that the city of Toronto has gone into lately is hiring artists to draw on the communications boxes, which I think is a lot of fun. And it gives local artists some exposure. It gives, you know, some vibrancy, some color to the city, rather than it just being like an ugly box. It can be, you know, a canvas. Even like all of this, like this public street art. Toronto has really embraced, you know, street art, and I love that. I hate the fact that someone, you know, decided to vandalize it with graffiti, because that's the difference, right? Graffiti, street art, vandalism, art. Disrespectful, the level of disrespect. It's very disrespectful, but I mean, there's only so much policing you can do, you know what I mean? There's only so much policing you can do. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a doggy daycare center. That's fun. There's a lot to see and explore in the city of Toronto. That's what I love about Toronto, is that it's this weird mix of high density, lower density. It's all of like these little like villages kind of everywhere, which obviously creates problems when it comes to housing, because people don't want to give up their low density housing neighborhoods. Wish I could stay, but gotta get some sleep. Of course, man. Hurrying around. You're welcome, and feel free to like and subscribe. I'm gonna be doing these maybe 3 to 4 times a week. There's a couple of other walk tubers, we call ourselves in Toronto, that we do some walking and talking with. So yeah, subscribe and put on the notification. You'll know next time I'm back on. Have a great night, and thanks for joining. Fluff Me Up. This is new. I don't know what it is. Is it like marshmallow based? So yeah, you can see the Mr. Greek like meat market across the street. That's a bit of a remnant of the old the old part of Greek Danforth where I used to see dead animals hanging inside out and upside down, which was quite terrifying, but they don't do that anymore. Thank God. I'm gonna turn this around now. Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome back. Now we're gonna make it about me again. This is how it's gonna go. It's gonna be a little bit about me, it's gonna be a little bit about you. When I think we're passing through something interesting, I'll turn it around, and until then, you can see my face as I talk. I love these random small business computer stores that have all sorts of craziness in them. Has anyone ever gone to Tokyo to the Akihabara neighborhood? So Akihabara in Tokyo is a neighborhood that's kind of, it almost feels like you're in a computer chip because it's like video games and anime. But one of the things that they're really famous for is like, if you ever need a computer part and it doesn't exist anymore, it exists there. Like you will find like connectors for like dot matrix printers. Like they have cords and stuff from like the 70s and 80s. It's wild. Only on Spadina now. Oh, okay. Right? So sometimes those stores, you never know, they could be your godsend when you really need something. But yeah, the Akihabara neighborhood was kind of wild. And it says that we're not supposed to go along the sidewalk here, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I don't feel like crossing the street. And I'm gonna go in the bike lane because the only people that use the bike lanes are the food delivery people, and they can move around me. They can go on the street, which is where they belong, not the bike lanes. Oh, actually, you know what? While we're at it. So this is the inside of the new Ontario Line development. Oh, Little Miss Electric Scooter was honking at me to get out of the way. Are you kidding me? So yeah, so this is what we're going through here in Toronto, is we're building a new subway line. Just a lot of construction. I mean, it's necessary. It should have happened a long time ago, but it's still not fun to have to suffer through it. So I do apologize. It's going to get a bit loud for the next minute or two. Yeah, there it is, Ontario Line. I mean, it's a few decades late, but I guess better late than never. Sure, right? I'll keep this over here just so I can see if anyone's coming behind me. All right. And so now we're hitting Pape Street. And Pape Station is just around the corner. Let's see. So that's Pape Station up over there, which will act as the city's new connecting station. This is the main intersection of Greektown in many respects, I would say, Pape and Danforth. Greektown, and again, for those of you who aren't from Toronto, the raccoon basically owns the city. We've adopted it as our unofficial mascot. This is the Good Life Fitness. That actually, these two entities together used to be a movie theater that was then converted. And I guess now there's a cabaret up there, Cake Cabaret. So they do like, I think burlesque and like dance nights and stuff like that. A bank underneath. And then the Good Life Remax that I can't tell if it's open or shut down. I mean, the housing market has taken a dip, so love this Catholic church, by the way. I do this walk almost every day. But the thing I like about the Danforth is that it's just such a nice, enjoyable place to walk that, you know, I never get bored of walking it. Starbucks. Oh, I feel like my toque is the only thing that is keeping, I'm trying my best to radiate the sun that we don't have here, unfortunately. You know, what else can you do? If the sun isn't gonna come out for you, you gotta come out as the sun. So now we're kind of getting a bit more into, like, I guess I would say, like, the heart of Greek town, where you're going to be hitting like a lot more of like the Greek restaurants and stuff like that. Again, there used to be a lot more up until recently, but with changes in demographics and, you know, rent and just the general diffusion of, you know, every neighborhood in the city into less specific sort of ethnic enclaves, there's fewer and fewer Greek restaurants. Although the ones that are here are still actually really good. Pizza Libretto, expensive but good pizza. It's a good used bookstore on the Danforth. Moss. Do a little panorama for everyone to see. And now we're heading over to, what's this called? Dublin Calling, which I don't know how I feel about this place being here, to be completely honest. This chain. There's some drama happening behind me. I'm trying not to listen, but it's also hard not to. Something about it, $50 put you into the poorhouse. I'm hoping that it didn't. No. Somebody just got an order. Oh, I guess this place went under. I mean, isn't this, this is sad. But I guess Turkish cuisine on the Danforth, I don't know. That's a metaphor for something. It's a metaphor for something. Ooh, Casa Manila. I keep on forgetting this is a Filipino place. Sula's is really good if you're looking for like Greek fine dining food. Oh, that was someone coughing up the tuberculosis. And now I would say, as we enter like Logan and Danforth, it's really, as you can probably tell from the Greek columns, this is kind of like the center of Greek Danforth. Let's do a little walk through, just so everyone can see here what it is that we're looking at. This was actually redeveloped quite recently, and it's quite lovely, I have to say. And also Alexandros, really great place for like Greek fast food, especially like late at night after the bar. Me and my friend used to come here quite often, right? MEK 85. After we went out to the clubs, we both lived in the East End. We would stop off here and grab some Greek fries. You remember those Greek fries, girl? Gotta have the Greek fries. And even across the street, just in case you didn't know. And we continue. We're coming up to Massini's. Massini's is across the street over there. Really good Gyro place. Decent prices. I mean, not as cheap as they were before COVID, but I would say still pretty good, all things considered. There they are. You gotta love those Greek fries. Do you remember the Greek fries? No one can forget the Greek fries. Now that I'm actually, I guess my heart rate is up, I don't need the toque right now. I am your biggest fan. Take my autograph. You are? Emotail, thank you. I mean, wait. take my autograph? Wait, I have to take your autograph? I thought you were supposed to take my autograph. I thought that's how it works. If you're my biggest fan, don't you want my autograph? My useless, worthless autograph? So far. By the way, this is actually a pretty cool breakfast place here, Stacked. It's almost like, I guess I would say like IHOP. So they have like flavored syrups and stuff like that. And it's pretty cheap, all things considered. I wonder if Calivia is just like, so Calivia is another establishment. Again, it was giant, but maybe it just, you know, couldn't sustain itself. Dasman, where are you? I'm in Calgary. I'm in Toronto. Hello from Calgary. Well, hello from Toronto. Hello to Calgary. This is Toronto. I am on the Danforth. This is Greek Town. It's usually a lot nicer when, you know, the spring and summer out. The trees are blooming. But I needed to get out after work. Just walk. It's a good gelateria, actually. If you want some good gelato. That's Danforth. Dr. Fixum. Yes, it is the Danforth. You know, I love how people who are from Toronto or from the area hop on. They're like, I know that area. Can you do the roll of toothbrush in the ad of toothpaste? Where? Wait, did you see something? Or is this like, can I do the, or is this, I feel like I know what you're getting at, but you know what? Maybe I don't want you to be more specific. Walk to Broadview and check out Cops Records. Oh, I love that record store. I used to buy stuff from there all the time. This, of course, is the famous Cafe D's. This was popular, but thanks, I thought so. Yeah, back in the day, I used to come here quite often before I could, you know, drink or do anything. This is actually Astoria. Funny enough, I was actually just here last week with a friend. We came for dinner, and he wanted to go to Astoria. I got pork souvlaki, and he got beef souvlaki. This is Chester. So again, a bunch of, so there's Pantheon over there. It used to be Avli as well. Astoria. That's Chester Station right over there, which is largely considered to be one of the most useless stations in the entire city of Toronto, in the entire subway system, and that includes the Shepherd Line, apparently. Alex Cheese Farm, Dr. Fixum. Do you live in the area? Because there's so many people who have ended up joining me who I've like met as like neighbors in the area. Like one guy hopped on and he's like a flight attendant as well. Well, I don't want to say as well because I'm no longer a flight attendant, but he lives in the area as well. There's a bunch of people. And in fact, there was a YouTuber. His name is Ready Eddie. Ready Eddie. He lives in the area as well. And we're friends. There's a lot going on in the East End. There really is. Astoria, yes, Mike, love Astoria. You know, so Alex, so Dr. Fixum, if you like cheese, have you ever gone to the cheese boutique, the one that's down on Lakeshore? Because my friends who live in that area, like, go crazy for that place. If you like cheese, you have to go check that place out. Pantheon is the best. I like Mazes, and Mazes moved. Actually, the best, I think, is still Sula's. That woman knows customer service, and she knows how to make like a mean meal. Also, I have to point out the Carrot Common, because you can't come to the Danforth and walk by the Carrot Common without showing off the Carrot Common, you know what I mean? And like, people used to joke about the Carrot Common, calling it the lesbian common. And I don't mean that in a pejorative way. I mean, like, it's just, like, this was just known as being like a lesbian hangout back in the day. And maybe still is. It's a bit of a hippie vibe. So Fresh is a vegan restaurant. There's back over there is the Carrot Common, like the main grocery store that's like a cooperative. There used to be a gem store over here, which I don't know if anyone is actually into like gems or anything. And again, what I really like about this part of the Danforth too is that, I mean, look at the random diversity. So you have a Second Cup of Coffee shop, a Chiang Mai, a Thai restaurant, Shiri Punjab, which MEK85, and I have eaten there many a time. That's a good Indian restaurant. The Old Spot had plenty of drinks there. Now there's a Pharma Save, that's new. walk down to Square Boys. Oh, dude, you, Dr. Fix'em, you missed it. I was already at Square Boys. The people who have been here for a while, you can testify to that. And I already showed off Square Boys. I already talked about Square Boys. You missed it. You're gonna have to catch Square Boys the next time. It's a Cinnaholic, Spiro's. So a bunch of new places, but still some establishments still here. This church is actually quite interesting because it acts as a pretty major like community center. And I think like during Pride, they even have like a club night in the basement. Like that's, so I guess it's funny because now they call this the Broadview Danforth IBA, but I still consider it the Danforth. And I think anyone from Toronto still considers like everything up until like Dawnlands, like the quote unquote Danforth. And then once you pass Dawnlands, it becomes more like, I would say like Little Pakistan and then Little Ethiopia. You're about to pass Krispy Kreme. I am about to pass Krispy Kreme. I am. And here's the thing, I love Krispy Kreme. I do. But like, I can't justify like, it's like 40 grams of sugar for a donut. That's insane. I mean, it's delicious, don't get me wrong. But that's a crazy amount of sugar. It's a crazy amount of sugar. Actually, you know what? You know what's here too? 7 Numbers. Great Italian restaurant. Expensive because you have to buy everything like on its own. It's a really great place to go if you have money and you feel like sharing. It's almost like very tapas-ish. And another good Italian place is actually on Queen East. It's known with having just called like the nose, like this big nose, but the actual name is Giorana. It's a really, really nice restaurant, and it is a really, really nice restaurant. Krispy Kreme is coming up. Do I go inside? Do I dare? If I ever become monetized, I'm gonna be like, okay, send me money and I will eat the equivalent of donuts. No, that's actually really dangerous because some people could be like, here's $100, start eating. And then I become diabetic and I can't afford insulin. Can't afford insulin. So maybe that's not a good idea. I have to think my ideas through. But that's part of the purpose of this walk and talk. You have to put the ideas out there and see what people have to say. And maybe, you know what that would be like? It'd be like the episode of The Simpsons, the Halloween episode, where they're force feeding Homer the donuts. But then he's insatiable and just wants more. Oh God. Can we talk for a minute about how amazing The Simpsons was when The Simpsons was on it? When they had, who was it, Conan O'Brien and that group of writers, like seasons like 4 to 6 or 3 to 7. Beautiful. Here, this is for you, Dr. Fix'em. Oh yeah. Do you want me to take a quick shot inside? Oh, look at those donuts. Oh, so good. Did that give you everything you needed? Don't do it. I'm not going to. Legendary. They have minis. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I'm treating myself to some pizza tonight. So, actually, do I want to go into the LCBO? Do I want? I have wine at home. Do I have any beer? I don't know if I do. And I don't really know if I want it either. I'm gonna be doing my little live video later, and I'm gonna treat myself to some pizza after. Some very, like I was literally shooting a video like last night until like 11 o'clock at night. I was editing until 1 in the morning just so I could get everything loaded onto YouTube. This morning I had to do all the promotional stuff on Instagram. You know, doing this is surprisingly time consuming and I don't really have a lot of technical skills, so it's a lot of learning on the go and doing things over and over again. But you gotta love what you do. Go to Cops? Oh, there it is. Here. There you go. Look at me giving you what you want. You want donuts? I gave you donuts. You want Cops records? I'm giving you Cops record. You know, I'll cross the street because there's no one here. Foggy. Since you asked politely, I'm gonna go. Okay. I'm not gonna go all the way inside because I don't want to bring it inside, but I'll do a walkthrough just so everyone can see. So just a record store. It's a really cool record store. Let's see what's on sale here. Ooh, Cops records. I like that sign. And now we're on the south side. I'll stay on the south side for now. I'll stay on the south side. Actually, you know what? I'm going to turn this back because there's a bunch of places. Okay, so Factory Girl, really good Italian food as well. Good pizza. Good patio in the backyard. In the back. I've never been to this gelato place. Okay, so Z80. This is a really fun place. I've come here with friends. I've actually come here on a date too. You basically pay $10 to get in and you get to basically play like all of these video games. It's like an arcade bar. Drinks are a little pricey, but I mean, what isn't if you want to go out and have a good time? Dr. Fix'em. Z80s is cool. Allen's is fantastic. Yes, Allen's is fantastic. The burgers there are... Did I pass Allen's? No. Allen's is still coming. No, it's still this way. So Allen's has really great burgers. Actually, you know what's really good too? Dough Bakery. Very good, but they close really early because it's an actual bakery. So once they run out, they're like, we're done. We're shutting down. So Danforth Music Hall, of course. So they were gonna actually shut this place down, and thank God they didn't, because now it is bumping. I've seen a bunch of performances here. I'm assuming MEK85 has seen a bunch of places here. Who do we have coming up? Ronnie on cinema, Joyce, Darcy, and Jer. Okay, so I don't know any of these people, but the point is, oh, actually, let's take a look at this over here. Oh, look, Sloan. Do you know what's funny? I actually saw Sloan at the Government when the Government was still a thing, like, what, 20 plus years ago, with a friend of mine who unfortunately I'm no longer friends with. He had extra tickets and really wanted to go, so I was like, okay, and I actually had a good time. I'm not much of a concert person, unfortunately, but I did have a good time at that concert, although I probably won't go and see them again. Who else is here? Alyssa Edwards. Oh, drag queens are performing here too. Look at that. There's Cobb's Bread across the street. Love the Danforth. Oh, we're coming up on Allen's, Dr. Fix'em. There we go. I'll give you your Allen's fix. The burgers here are really, really, really good. The burgers here are quite good. They're like really thick, so you just have to make sure that they're cooked all the way through. It's a fun bar. Oh, now I feel like going out for a drink, but I can't. I have my other part-time job. I can't believe I'm running 2 YouTube channels. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I feel like I am crazy. Am I crazy? I have 2 YouTube channels and I'm making no money from either of them. At least for now. So this place over here, the Apostle Inn, I've never been, but I remember before COVID, it opened up as like an East End gay bar, and that had like a trans sort of like specific focus as well. It was like a queer establishment, and they used to hold like East End like sex parties. And yeah, it just, the Danforth is not really the place for those kinds of spaces. I'm not saying it in a judgmental way, I'm just saying that it didn't last too long. I think it was the owner of Good Handies that used to be on Church Street, but that's more of a West End thing. I saw them at the Phoenix 2 years ago. You did? Thanks for the invite. I actually might have come. If you do more mainstream concerts, like, it's a maybe. Well, everyone, we are now heading north on Broadview. South is Riverdale Park. I just walked by there a couple of days ago, and I gotta make my way home. I gotta make dinner, but I want to show everyone, this is such a Toronto site. Like the streetcar with the bridge, the downtown core in the background. So as you can see, we basically hit the end of Danforth over here. We're gonna go up Broadview, just to give everyone a panorama. So we came from all the way down there. And you know what? I am gonna have to put this down for a second because I'm gonna need to drink some water. So just give me one quick second while I grab my bottle of water from my backpack. Anybody have any fun plans? MEK85, Dr. Fix'em. I see that you're, I think, my only 2 people here now. Thanks for staying with me from beginning to end. Any weekend plans? I have nothing planned as of yet. I have to confirm with one of my friends if we're gonna be hanging out. Sorry for the awkward angles. I'm putting my water away. Going to doctor this weekend. Well, hopefully it's nothing serious. I mean, it could be a big plan, but I mean, obviously going to the doctor is not like the greatest, but hopefully you're gonna be okay. And hopefully it's for something good. It's cancer. I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. But hopefully they'll come up with a good treatment for you and help you out. This is a new condo that took like 7 years to build because of COVID and all these other issues. Psych. How dare you? Although, to be honest, when it comes to these comments, I'm always a bit hesitant to believe the very first thing that people say. I'm gonna ask you this. Why go the cancer route? Why go the cancer route? Why not say like you were gonna, I don't know, fly on a unicorn or something? Something fun. Something a bit more ridiculous. I'm curious. Little kitchenette. Some local baked goods. Good old Albany Clinic. If you ever need an emergency appointment or to see, it's a good walk-in clinic if you're in Toronto. If you're ever here, FYI, Albany Clinic. So I might try to jump onto a side street just because this is now a major bus route because a lot of the buses from Pape Street have diverted and it seems like there's some construction coming up. So maybe I will actually make my way through Plater Estates. I'm gonna make my way through Plater Estates because Plater Estates has really nice houses. Not quite Rosedale, but nice rich people houses to look at. Oh, and by the way, it's a good coffee shop. Actually, funny enough, before this was a coffee shop, it used to be a porno shop. It was a porno shop. Remember when porno shops were a thing? Do you remember when porno shops and like porn sections in the video store were like in separate rooms or like in cages that you used to like have to go to see? You had to walk in physically. And then like, not only did you have to walk through them physically, but like the second you walked in, it was just a shock to the senses. It was just so many videos and so many things happening all at once. It was a lot. It's a lot. It's pothole season. I think we'll go one more over. So I think the nicer houses are over here. So that's a Danforth actually just down over there. But I think this is the nicer part of Plater Estates. For the person who psyched me, do you have any actual weekend plans? That's my favorite coffee shop. I'm actually wondering if there's a bit of a delay now as I'm reading some of these comments. I'm surprised they allowed these modernist additions to these old houses to happen. I don't like it. I don't like it. So we're coming up actually on a really famous house, which is at the epicenter of the Plater Estates and Plater Crescent and Bayfield Crescent. I'm actually gonna walk around it so you guys can see all of it. And it was like it's a heritage house, so they weren't allowed to do too much with it in terms of like redevelopment, which is a good thing. To be rich. Listen how quiet it is. Look at these turrets. For those of you who have joined me on my other walks, you'll know that turrets are my thing. I love turrets. Okay, let's look at this house. Isn't this beautiful? I mean, here's the thing. I don't want a house personally. I think that's way too much work, and I think it's way too much work, and it's way too much money. And even if it wasn't as expensive as it is today, it's just too much. The debt, putting all your equity into just a house, I don't know. It's not for me, but I love looking at houses. Let's see this house now from this. See, isn't it beautiful? And for those of you who are from Canada, you might know this, but Rick Mercer actually, well, at least allegedly, lives in this neighborhood. This Rick Mercer from this hour has 22 minutes, which I think is pretty cool. I actually saw him working out once at the Good Life Gym. Nice guy. Oh, love a good bay window. I mean, these aren't official bay windows, they're bay window-esque. Love a bay window, love a, oh yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. This is housing pornography for me right here. Oh my God. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love this. That's my, this turret that kind of looks almost like Gandalf, like a wizard. This entire circular structure would be dedicated just to books and reading. That's the only thing you would be allowed to do here, is store books and read them. That's it. It's the only thing that's allowed. Oh, I got in a good walk today. I really needed it. And I'm glad that I had some people, a friendly and familiar face join me. That was a lot of fun. But it was nice to get out. But I'm approaching home, and I think I'll make my way to Sobeys, and then I'll pop into Sobeys to grab some things for dinner tonight. I'm gonna treat myself to a pizza. I don't feel like ordering pizza. I'm gonna do like a nice oven pizza, like a nice thin crust, to convince myself that I'm being healthy by having pizza this thin crust. Listen, sometimes you just have to lie to yourself. You can always tell you're in a rich neighborhood when it's silent except for the birds. Right? That's how you know. That's how you know. Dr. Fix'em, are you still on here? I'm curious. Do you ever walk through this neighborhood if you are on here? Make a homemade pita bread pizza. Oh, that's a good idea. But see, here's the thing. And listen, we've had this conversation, right? We've had this conversation about buying the ingredients to make a pizza or to make anything, and then spending like 2 or 3 times the amount of money, then having to like prepare everything and cook it and clean up. And pita pizzas are fun, but those are things that you do, I think, with people, right? You have to get together with people and do like a pita pizza with someone. Because, I mean, it's so expensive. I may as well just order like Domino's or Blondie's or something, you know what I mean? Where am I? Remember your nachos? Just go to Sneaky D's. But I'm not gonna lie. Now you put the idea in my head and I'm kind of craving pita pizza. Because there's just a certain taste. I think it's the pita, right? The pita has a certain sort of floury, almost oily kind of taste to it. Oh, someone's saying something and it's loud. Oh, something in the school, never mind. Nothing big, just kids. It was more dramatic than, it's not as dramatic as I thought it was. Parents' social fundraiser, ugh. How can someone have a voice that loud? Just like my $40 nacho dinner. Yeah, exactly. Just like the $40 nacho dinner. I mean, I'm assuming the nachos were amazing, but you know, I also need something that's kind of quick because I think I might give myself a haircut, although I'm not too sure. So I think it's looking okay. The hair looks good. The beard looks good. Maybe it's fine for now. I'll do it tomorrow. And then I got to get ready because I committed myself to doing something between at least 7 and 8. So there it is. But you know what? I'm almost at the Sobeys. And since I'm almost at the Sobeys, I might, and we're gonna hit, well, not traffic, but I'm gonna be hitting the main street again. So I think I might just start bringing this walk to a wrap. Oh, just did not want to wait to make your left-hand turn. Okay. So to everyone that joined, thank you so much. If you like what you saw here, please do like and subscribe. I do these walks, I would say 3, maybe 4 times a week, depending. This week was a little bit more of a challenge just because the weather was bad and I was pushing really hard to get the new YouTube channel up and running. You can also check out the new YouTube channel, Dr. T, the Gamer PhD. The link is available on my Angelo in the 416, Angelo from the 416, I should say, YouTube channel, which has been renamed from Gay Solo Travel. And yeah, I will try to come up with a better schedule so it's not random like this. But thank you for joining. Have a great night. And I will see you again for the next walk. Take care, everyone. Bye now.